We have some exciting baseball on deck for us. We've got the Boston Red Sox and the Tampa Bay Rays. Should be a great matchup right on deck.
It's Monday night, and 2K Sports has MLB. Hi, everybody. Gary Thorne alongside Steve Phillips and John Crook. A bat that means business. Ben Zobrist anxious to get a chance to put runs up on the board. Home team support, you bet, and a lot of it. Some 36,000 fans here. Starting on the mound, Jeremy Hellickson. And Steve, as he faces these Boston hitters, what will be the focus?
Well, Jeremy Hellickson's a young guy, but he pitches like a veteran. A heavy fastball with movement and an exceptional changeup that he throws off the heater.
Now let's take a look at how John Farrell will line him up offensively. Now, John, anyone in particular we should keep an eye on?
Well, you'd love to see Stephen Drew put together a full season and reach his potential. It hasn't yet worked out, but he has all the ability to be one of the best shortstops in baseball.
And it's Jacoby Ellsbury leading off the game.
Center fielder, number 2, Jacoby Ellsbury.
It's hit foul by Ellsbury. Hellickson with the pitch. Good eye there. Jacoby Ellsbury lays off it to even the count. Over his career, 3 hits, 17 at-bats off Jeremy Hellickson.
Well, and the scales are leaning toward the pitcher in this matchup, so it goes through the hitter's mind. He knows he struggles against him.
And that one outside. Ellsbury stays away.
Well, that pitch right there, that changeup away, if the guy's looking for it, that's a great pitch to be able to hit the other way with some power.
Two-one on the way. There's a ground ball. And Escobar picks it up. And that'll retire Ellsbury. Now's a good time to take a quick look at how the Rays will be taking the field on defense. John, who's a factor for them?
Well, Evan Longoria is one of the best fielding third basemen in the game today. He can do a lot of different things. Great at charging the ball with that barehanded play, but he can move equally as well to his left and right.
There's one away. Shane Victorino standing in.
Shane Victorino, a longtime part of the Philadelphia Phillies, moved last season at the deadline. He still has speed and grit and can be a factor on the base pass.
There's a ground ball. Picked up by Zobrist. That's the second out. And here's Dustin Pedroia. On the way. Sinker just missed. 1-0. Here's the 1-0. Pitch in the dirt, blocked by the catcher. Came with a circle change, 2-0, and he can't catch up, 2-1.
Well, that's an awfully big hack for such a slow off-speed pitch. Came up empty.
Here he comes, 2-1 pitch. Good pitch that time at the knees, 2-2.
And you can throw the ball down in the zone with that kind of movement. It can be very effective.
Pedroia will foul that one away. The 2-2 pitch. And he fouls another one off.
Well, anytime you have 2 strikes, if you look at the pitch coming out of the pitcher's hand and you think it's going to be a borderline pitch, you better swing. You don't leave it in the hands of the umpire. Take your chances, and that's what he did. He fouled it off. Now he's going to see another one.
Ended this inning with a nice piece of pitching work as he gets the K. And so Jeremy Hellickson gets him 1-2-3. He gets through the first inning without allowing a hit. And the Rays, their first chance coming up. It's Desmond Jennings to lead off.
Number 8, Desmond Jennings.
First pitch on the way here. And it's 0-1. Dempster getting him to look. He delivers. Good eye right there. Desmond Jennings. It's an even count. The career batting average for him, .242 against the Red Sox. Now the 1-1 pitch. 1-1 delivery. A fastball taken for a strike. 1-2. Fouled off. Good eye right there. Desmond Jennings. It's an even count.
Now, Gary, he's aggressive on a 2-2 count, so if he's going to go down, he's going down swinging. Let's see if the pitcher can hit his spot.
Here's a swing and a fly ball. Gomes to field this one. He gets a bead on it and comes up with the out. The Rays lineup looks like this. Thoughts, John? Anybody stand out?
Well, a guy who's not going to put eye-popping numbers on the board. James Loney's a guy that when he comes to the field day in and day out, the manager knows what he's going to get. He's not going to get overly excited. He's not going to get down on himself if he has a bad at-bat. He's going to come back the next one and throw a quality AB on you. James Loney, a consistent player.
And Escobar settles in.
Guys, the one big takeaway from the Red Sox season last year wasn't so much that they kept losing. It was the in-house fighting and the trades that they made. One leading to another as the organization hit restart to try to rebuild this franchise.
And it's 0-1. Dempster getting him to look. You look at the big trade. Crawford, Gonzalez, Beckett talking about the Red Sox. They all went to the Dodgers. That's a lot of talent that left, but it did free up some money, John.
Well, they got a lot to spend, but they have to spend it wisely with the right people. I think when they went out and got Crawford and Gonzalez, I think they were just trying to get the best players available, not the best players for their team. They have to be a lot smarter with how they spend their money.
Here's the pitch. Slider can't find the zone. 2-1. Escobar takes the called strike. Two on the way. Cannot connect. Janelle Escobar's out.
Gary, that's a great pitch right there. Great command and control. Hitting his spot down and in makes it real tough on the hitter.
We'll take a look here and see where the Red Sox are positionally around the diamond. John, anyone in particular that we want to keep an eye on?
Well, Stephen Drew isn't that big, flashy, dive all over the field, you know, make the outstanding play that gives the oohs and ahs from the crowd. But hit the ball at him, he's going to make that play more often than not. Maybe one of the best shortstops at the routine play in all of baseball.
Good pitch from Dempster. Swung on and missed.
Well, he got that slider, and he thought that's where he wanted it, and he took a mighty rip at it, but he came up empty.
Here's the pitch. Swung on, liner to right. And that one's down. That's the team's first hit.
Well, after 2 outs, they finally got a man on board right here in this inning. So let's see if they can get back-to-back hits going and maybe get some momentum.
There's one on, and here's Evan Longoria. 0 for 2 lifetime against Dempster. Swings and misses the slider. 0-1. Pitch on the way. And it's 0-2. Longoria is going to be swinging now if there's anything close.
Great action on that breaking ball. Down in the zone, trying to get the hitter to hit the top of the ball.
Fastball swung on and missed. Side retired. So Ryan Dempster onto the inning. The handiwork already on display. Strikes out 2 to start this ballgame. David Ortiz leads it off.
David Ortiz.
And Hellickson's wide with that one. That'll be a ball. Now the 1-0 pitch. Sinker just off the black. Falls behind 2-0. Here it comes. Came with a circle change. 2-0, and he can't catch up. 2-1.
Well, when you swing like that at a changeup, you're very lucky you didn't hit it, or else it'd be an easy out.
Two-one pitch. Cutter called strike 2.
Well, that cut fastball away. It looks like it's coming down the heart of the plate. Runs to the outside corner. It tends to turn into a pop-up.
And Ortiz misses. That's going to be strike 3.
K-Camp's going to show us the 4-seam fastball here. That's how you use your fastball, using it very effectively. 2 consecutive punch-outs.
So with one down, it'll be Will Middlebrooks.
Well, most teams that play well as the Rays did in their division last year will make the playoffs, but unfortunately for them, they came up a little short at the end.
First pitch looked like a circle change over for a called strike. And for the Rays, as Steve mentioned, 41-31 in the East, same as the Yankees, who did win the division. Rays, however, ended up 3rd, even though they had 90 wins, John.
Amazing.
Ground ball to Longoria. That's 2 gone. And a chance here with 2 down for Stephen Drew. And in this matchup, lifetime 281 off the Rays. Hellickson with a pitch. That's just over the outside part of the plate. 0-1.
Watch his thumb and index finger on the ball, making a circle. That's the circle change, Gary. That's the pitch that makes this guy so effective.
And a good eye there by Stephen Drew, laying off that one. It's even. That circle change you were talking about, that is the off-speed pitch that he will go to in his repertoire.
When you have a changeup, you have to have a feel for pitching. He understands when he can get the hitter off balance.
Swing and a miss by Drew to knock the count.
2-2 count. You still have a pitch you can waste, and you can make one of those borderline strikes and see if you can get him to chase it.
Here's a swing and a line drive. And there's Escobar. Pulls it in for the third out. Not a lot of action in this half inning. Nothing on. We're scoreless, Tampa Bay. Middle of the lineup, 2 up. And we're going to see Joyce here.
Number 20.
This one's grounded foul, wide of first. And the 0-1 by Dempster. Joyce lays off that one up high.
Well, that two-seam fastball has to be thrown down in the zone. You throw it up, it flattens out, and you can get hurt.
The 1-1. And 2.
Well, you don't know if this was an accident or he meant to do it, but he threw a great pitch right there. A backdoor slider catches the outside part of the plate, and you talk about a defensive swing. Nothing you can do with that pitch.
The pitch from Dempster. And it's taken outside by Joyce for a ball. The 2-2. Line drive. That's foul towards first. And Matt Joyce is struck out. Big swing and a miss.
But Gary, he has great action on that splitter today. They're swinging right over the top of it. He's putting it right where he wants. 2 consecutive punch-outs.
1 out, and Ryan Roberts is at the plate. He has come up hitless 12 career at bats against the Red Sox. Good pitch from Dempster. Swung on and missed.
Well, you can hear him grunting all the way up here. He's trying to hit that one out of the ballpark. Instead, nothing.
Here's the delivery. And Ryan Roberts watches that one go by, and that will even up the count. He takes a fastball for a strike. Now it's 1-2. One-two pitch coming. That swung on, hit on the ground. Pedroia. That's the second out of the inning.
Number 23, James Loney.
So James Loney will try to keep it going. Lifetime 1 for 11 off the Red Sox. That one is too low. Dempster missing with it.
Well, that's the pitch you want for the ground ball out. That two-seam fastball at the bottom of the strike zone. Just couldn't quite catch the plate. Good eye by the hitter.
The 1-0 pitch. Low for a ball, and it's 2-0. That is a ball. 3-0. James Loney. You got a green light here. He has a lifetime 2 for 16 against Dempster. The pitch. Ground ball. Now with 2 down, they've got a man on board.
Oh, I love being able to get hits with 2 outs. Even if there's no one on base, you don't drive in any runs. What it does is, though, it prolongs the inning and it makes the opposing pitcher work harder and can possibly get him out of the game earlier.
And Folds batting. And it's 0-1. Dempster getting him to look. See if he's getting balls or strikes here. Let's take a look.
To reinforce the importance of first pitch strikes. I mean, he's gotten 4 hitters out in this game after going to a first pitch strike on them.
That one's on the ground, but he gets it in front of him. The pitch. Slider just off the black that time. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. 2-1 pitch, a fastball outside. 3-1. That misses ball 4. Now you got to be watching for that steal down there.
Pitcher nibbling a little bit right here. Hitter not being overly aggressive, laying off those borderline pitches.
And it's Molina at the plate.
Well, the advantage right here goes to the pitcher and defense. This guy does not hit with an high average with runners on base. Tendencies, though, can change with one swing of the bat. Two men on and 2 men out. And it's 0-1. Dempster getting him to look. Now, to be effective, you've got to mix your pitch types and speed. Here's what we've seen from this pitcher today. What's your take, guys?
Well, one pitch we've seen a lot of is that four-seamer. Seems to me like he's relying on that way too much.
And I agree, John. On one hand, where he's gone to use the particular pitch too much, his best pitch, that splitter, is getting ignored for the most part in this game.
And Molina watches it low.
Well, the second inning, he's run into a little bit of a problem right here, Gary. Over 20 pitches, and that's certainly going to come off the back end of this game. I expect him to go deep.
And Dempster outside the zone. That'll be a ball.
Well, that ball just on the outer part of the plate right there. The hitter did a good job laying off of it. He looked lucky there because he looked like he wanted to swing.
Molina lays off for a strike. And that misses. Ball 4. Now you got the sacks full.
Really tense situation when you think about it. A long at bat. He stayed patient. He earned that walk right there. What a great approach at the plate.
And Desmond Jennings will be looking to drive something in. And he'll be swinging with the bases loaded.
Gary, they got a big opportunity now to take the lead in this situation.
First pitch to him. That one is too low. Dempster missing with it.
Gary, we just saw the second walk in this inning, and you really have to start to question, is he nibbling, trying to avoid contact, or is he losing control?
Pitch on the way. And that's off the plate. Away. Ball 2. And Steve, absolutely right about those walks here. He's got himself in a jam. If he doesn't get out of it, his part of the game may be over.
Well, he's finding himself in hitters' counts, and when hitters can look for a certain pitch, they can drive it, so he's in trouble.
This one to Victorino. That'll do it as they put that one away. So they pick up 1 hit in the inning, fail to score despite leaving the bases loaded. We're scoreless, Tampa Bay. Look at the viewpoint of John Farrell and how this game's moving. He's watched some great deliveries on the mound. Struggling bats, though. Important now to get the offense stinging. And here's Johnny Gomes. Strike 2, no balls, 2 strikes. Gomes will protect.
Well, that's some kind of pitch, and you set up the target on the outside corner, and he paints the black with it. Awfully tough when you have that kind of location.
Swung on line to right center field. That one's in there. The Red Sox get one. Steve, looked like that was a strike. Ball was up high, but I think in the zone.
Well, up and away, but on an 0-2 count, you're thinking, I need to make contact. Exceptional job of eye-hand coordination.
Gomez at the plate. Low pitch from Hellickson for a ball.
Watch his thumb and index finger on the ball, making a circle. That's the circle change, Gary. That's the pitch that makes this guy so effective.
That one's low. Gomez does not go. That circle change you were talking about, that is the off-speed pitch that he will go to in his repertoire.
When you have a changeup, you have to have a feel for pitching. He understands when he can get the hitter off balance.
That's one out, and a double play. They got a ball. Execution on that 6-4-3.
You have to have body control around the bag. Great acrobatic turn by the second baseman. Outstanding job.
In the batter's box, Saltalamacchia. The career numbers for him, 278 average against Jeremy Hellickson. Here's the pitch. And he lays off one low, 1-0. Let's take a look at how this pitcher has been utilizing his arsenal of pitches.
Well, the fact that his arsenal of pitches has been great today, and the command of that arsenal has been outstanding. And when you can do all that, you're going to keep these hitters off balance.
That's exactly it. He's doing a pretty good job keeping the hitters off balance by changing the speeds, the location, and the type of pitch. Very difficult to center him.
One on the way. Singer starts low, ends up even lower. That'll be a ball. Now the 2-1 pitch. That's on the black for a strike. Evens the count at 2-2.
And with 2 strikes on him, I'm guessing we're going to see a fastball here. Just try to finish him off.
And the 0-1 by Dempster. That's a strike, and it's 0-2. Time for Escobar to protect that strike zone. Here's the pitch. Escobar makes contact, fouls it away. And Dempster outside the zone. That'll be a ball.
Trying to get the ground ball out. You throw that 2-seam fastball away from the hitter, trying to get him to reach and roll over it. He laid off of it here.
Escobar looking. Strike 3 call.
A good break on a 90-mile-an-hour pitch.
Well, you'll see this one headed for the outside corner of the plate. I think the batter might have gotten fooled looking for something else, because that was definitely a hittable pitch.
And you get a note like that, he's going to head back thinking about that and not wanting another at-bat to end that way. And Ben Zobrist digs in, 1 down. Already had success so far in this one. He got a single off Dempster.
You know, he's got to be telling himself right now, if I go to the 4-seam fastball, I've got to locate it better than the last time when he got a hit against me.
First pitch of the at-bat now. Swings at that fastball and misses. 0-1. You love to have consistency in your lineup, and Ben Zobrist has been just that. Doesn't seem to matter time of day or night or where you play him in the field. When he goes to the plate, nothing phases him. Line shot into center field, and that one is in there, his second hit today. And during Zobrist's time with the Rays, he has lined up at about every position except catcher. And Steve, he's always had success at the plate.
So uncommon to have a player play well at a multitude of different positions and not have it impact his hitting. He's so unique in that way.
There's one on, and here's Evan Longoria. How's he delivering on these first pitches? Let's look and see.
The first pitch of the bat oftentimes is the most critical pitch. And when he does not throw a strike with the first pitch, he's given up 2 hits in this game.
And gets set for the first pitch. First pitch way out of the zone, ball 1. The 1-0 now. Splitter just off the black. Falls behind, 2-0.
But great eye right there from the hitter. Great discipline at the plate. Good location at that one. Just missing outside. Couldn't get the hitter to swing at it.
And Saltalamacchia setting his target. He watches that fastball. That goes by him for a strike, 2-1. 2-1 offering from Dempster. Longoria, big foul. Oh, he launched it. Goodbye, home run. Tampa Bay's on the board. And so they jump out to the 2-0 lead. Wow, what a great time for a 2-run shot like that.
Well, right now for the Rays, they've done what they had to. Gotten the big hits, as we've seen so far, to put themselves out in front. They have the momentum now, so let's see if they can keep it going.
The pitch from Dempster, hit up the middle, and Drew picks it up. That retires Joyce.
Routine ground ball to short. He makes it look routine, retires another.
And a chance here with 2 down for Ryan Roberts.
Gary Dempster is getting it done just like they needed him to do it, keeping him in the game.
Now, let's take a moment to see how this pitcher has been mixing up his pitches. John, Steve, what do you think about how he's done?
He's trying to keep the ball down, but he's having trouble getting a strike called when he throws those pitches down in the zone. An inside edge shows he's attacking down in the zone more than usual for him.
But even if the ball's down in the zone, though, he's got to keep it to the edges. He's leaving it too much over the middle part of the plate. Even though it's down, he's got to work an edge.
Here's the first pitch. Slider misses badly with it, 1-0. On the way. And he takes a strike on that fastball. 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Blow it outside. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Well, he's real aggressive on the 2-1 count, Gary, so I'm figuring I'm going to use that aggressiveness against him and see if I can't get him to chase my pitch.
The 2-1 pitch. Fastball called strike 2. The pitch. Slider just about had him. 3-2 count.
I like the way that ball came out of his hand. Good action, good movement, and good depth. Starting at the knees, going out of the zone, the hitter showed good patience.
And here's the 3-2. Pitchers ain't giving him up, but he's going to do that there. That's ball 4.
Well, it's quite a battle, and he hates to lose this one. Those free passes can come back to haunt you. Plus, the pitching coach in the dugout counting your pitches right now.
That brings up James Loney. He singled in his last at bat. The first pitch. That fastball gets by him on the first pitch, 0-1.
Well, if you've done your homework, you know how you're going to attack this guy. You got to go with the slider here.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. This one towards Drew. That'll do it as they put that one away. So they're able to break into the lead here, 2-0 now in the third inning, and they've got some offense going. Tampa is up on top, 2-0. Beautiful night indoors, Tropicana, off to the west where you can see a bit of the moon out there. And it's Jacoby Ellsbury at the plate. Here's the first pitch. Cutter runs in. Yikes! That just about took his head off.
Well, he gets out of the way right there. If he hadn't been, he'd be headed to first base. Sometimes you have to take one for the team.
Hellickson with the 1-0 delivery. This one's grounded near third, foul. Outside for a ball, and it's 2-1.
Into the fourth inning, clearly pitching dominating this lineup right now. He's only given up one hit, and they just have not had quality at bats against him. He's making it look easy.
He deals. Now Ellsbury, 3-1 count. He'll look for his pitch. Over his career, going 291 off Tampa Bay. Taps this one foul off to the left. There's a swing and a ground ball. Picked up by Zobrist. One away. There's one away. Shane Victorino standing in.
Well, coming into 2012, Jeremy Hellickson had big expectations coming off of the Rookie of the Year in 2011. A part of a great Rays rotation, he certainly didn't disappoint.
First pitch to Victorino. And it goes foul. I'm talking about Jeremy Hellickson. Great numbers for him. Not a lot of wins, though, to go with it. 3.10 ERA, great whip number, 1.25. He's good.
He's really good, and the experts will tell you, well, he doesn't strike out enough guys, so you can't consider him one of the top pitchers in the game. But you know, he has a good fastball and a great changeup. And when you throw a great changeup to a good hitter, he's going to put it in play, just not hit it hard, and that's how he gets his outs. Why do you need to strike guys out so much?
And he steps on first. That's the second out.
A good fielding first baseman can go a long way to helping a team win a championship. This guy is flashing some leather over there.
So with 2 down, it'll be Dustin Pedroia.
Boy, just a dominating performance from Hellickson so far on this one we've seen.
We have seen a great pitching performance on the mound and a tremendous use of that strike zone that's been on display here.
Pretty impressive stuff, the way he's been pounding this strike zone. It's an indication of the performance we're seeing from him. You don't have success without good use of mixing locations.
You know, John, I agree. I think that he's kept hitters off balance. Every once in a while, I don't like the pitch selection, but he's executed that pitch even when it was the wrong one.
First pitch on the way. He makes contact, line drive. And there's Escobar, pulls it in for the third out. And they aren't able to get anything going in this half inning. 3 up, 3 away. The Rays still out in front. Look at how it's going right now for Joe Madden. He has to be happy with the work on the mound, especially that last inning. Insurance run so important. And Folds batting. The pitch from Dempster. Off the plate with a fastball, and it's 1-0. Pitches a splitter in there, 1-1.
Well, you might as well just pack it in. If a guy can consistently throw this kind of pitch down and away, it's going to be very effective.
One pitch. Oh, that one in the dirt. Good play by the catcher, kept it in front of him. Hit in the air to left center. This one into the gap, rolling towards the wall, all the way to the wall. Stops at second. Two-bagger.
Well, this is just a good piece of hitting right here. No out starting the inning, and you're put yourself in scoring position. That's big.
And it's Molina at the plate.
On the scouting report, you can see he does not hit well in situations like this. Take an aggressive approach on the mound, go right out.
Here's a swing and a liner to left center. That'll be a base hit and an RBI. And he scores.
With one run already across the board and nobody out, this has the potential of being a really big inning. Let's see if they can string some hits together.
And we've got Jennings batting. Well, John, Steve, this is the sort of situation where gravity kicks in and the lead seems to just keep on expanding.
And when you get the upper hand like this early, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense. They've come out today with a great offensive approach, and it is working, guys.
We'll see what he sees first here. Good pitch from Dempster, swung on and missed. Not much to complain about from this lineup. As John mentioned, the production so far outstanding. Steve, you got to think they are just going to pull away at this point.
I mean, I think so. I mean, the pitching hasn't been nearly strong enough to stop this lineup, and the rhythm they have right now looks pretty hard to slow down.
And with 2 strikes on him now, Desmond Jennings, he'll have to protect.
Now, when he's behind in the count, he's just not a good fastball hitter, so I expect him to attack him with the fastball.
And he lays off that one outside, 1-2. Let's take a look at a breakdown of how this pitcher has been generating quality strikes. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, it's not an easy thing to do to keep the ball down consistently, but that's what he's done to have all his success in this one.
Now, quality strike after quality strike, the ball down in the zones where the hitters hit the top of the ball.
Rung him up, strike 3. Count that one as K. Yunel Escobar stands in with a runner on first. And not one of the better outings. 2Ks so far against Dempster.
Well, you got to believe we're going to see that two-seamer coming again here for the strikeout pitch. It worked well against him the last time. He's probably going to see it again.
And the first pitch. First pitch is a slider low, 1-0. Ready with a 1-0. That catches the inside part of the plate, 1-1.
Well, the pitcher's executing his game plan. He knows these hitters. He knows how he wants to pitch them. And now he's locating his pitches in exactly the right spot.
1-1 pitch, slider, taken for a strike, 1-2. The 1-2 on its way. Swing and a liner to right center. And it's through. Base hit for Escobar. Yeah, we got a guy on the mound that looks like he's tiring out there. The bullpen's active.
Well, he's running out of gas, and I can't see them staying too much longer with this guy.
And we're going to get a chance to see Ben Zobrist. He singled and later scored in his last time up. One out with runners at first and second. First pitch on the way. Swung on, hit. It's going to be to Victorino. Two retired here.
Not a bad swing on that pitch, but just got underneath it. The result, easy fly ball to right.
That brings up Evan Longoria. He's got a couple on base. Well, I'll tell you, everybody, Steve, I think notices when he gets to the plate, the attention deficit disorder just sort of goes away. And he throws the first one. It's hit foul by Longoria. And the 0-1 by Dempster. Swing, a ball hit high, deep to left field, way back. Say goodbye, a three-run homer. Steve, he knocks in a three-run homer. They lead by 6.
Well, right now for the Rays, they've continued to score and haven't relaxed a bit as they add some more runs and keep on producing. They definitely have momentum.
Here's the first pitch to Joyce. Swung out and missed. Dempster getting it by him. You got to expand that strike zone. And so we'll take a look here at the pitches that he has thrown in attempts to get the hitters to chase him.
Well, one of the reasons the lineup's doing so well is they're not getting swings and misses. I mean, they're putting the ball in play, forcing the defense to make plays behind the pitcher.
Well, see, back to the chart we just saw. Everything he's throwing is inside the strike zone. That's a recipe for disaster. You have to throw some balls out of the strike zone in order to get guys looking out there, and then you can come back in to try to fool them.
And it's taken outside by Joyce for a ball.
Well, the starting pitcher right now is over 80 pitches, and this is a time when the manager and the pitching coach have to keep an eye and see if his velocity is dropping. If it is, you might want to think about getting him out.
Got him, and they're able to avert any more damage. Side retired. So they add a 4 spot here to extend their lead even further. Tampa Bay continues their onslaught in this game.
Stepping up to the plate.
David Ortiz, big poppy up. Had an 0 for 1 tonight against Hellickson.
Well, we'll see if they remember what they did the last time when they struck him out. That 4-seam fastball, they blew it right by him.
Hit up the middle. Dive by Escobar. He is up. And he's out at first. What an out. Great play made, boy. Middle of the infield. You love that kind of help.
Well, he stretched out as far as he could possibly go to be able to make the play. Gold glove effort.
So with one down, it'll be Will Middlebrooks. How's he getting these first pitches across? Well, let's take a look.
Well, what does an 0-1 count do for you? Well, in this game, it does a lot. He's gotten 7 hitters out in this game when he's gone 0-1 in the count. So first pitch strikes mean a lot.
Hellickson with the pitch. Hit in the air. That's a foul. And strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Will Middlebrooks now will be careful on the next couple.
Well, you can tell he was looking for something hard, and he got that sinker down and in. He swung through it.
And it's fouled off. Doesn't offer at it. 1-2.
Oh, Gary, he's got such an effective fastball. He likes to use it. And You know, 1-2 count. He doesn't like to mess around. Look for him to go right at him with the heater.
No swing, 2-2. And that one is in play. Jennings to field it. 2 down.
A lot of frustrated hitters with him on the mound right now. 7 consecutive outs over the last couple innings.
And a chance here with 2 down for Stephen Drew. His 4th time around, he's gone 1 for 3 off Hellickson. First pitch to him. First pitch is a big curveball in there, 0-1.
You know, with an 0-1 count, we usually see him go with the heater. Sometimes he goes against grain, but I think you have to go with the trend.
Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He's behind 0-2.
Climbing the ladder on him right there. He just throws that fastball right by him up in the zone.
And Molina's calling for the pitch. Drew will foul that one away. Strike 3 and a swinging third strike by Stephen Drew. And a good half inning there, gone in short order in this one. The shutout continues in Tampa Bay. We'll have the 6, 7, and 8 hitters coming up next. And we're going to see Roberts here.
Number 19, Ryan Roberts.
And out on the mound, we've got Alfredo Aceves. He's been chosen to take over out there. Cut on and missed 0-1.
Well, this is exactly the situation where he's going to pull the curveball out. This guy really struggles with it when he's behind.
Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 2.
A lot of times when you try to overswing, a lot of times it slows your bat down. That's what happened here. That's why that 2-seamer got by him.
Roberts makes contact. That'll be fouled off. Here's the pitch. Tries to ring him up with the fastball away, but it's 1-2.
Trying to get the ground ball out, you throw that 2-seam fastball away from the hitter, trying to get him to reach and roll over it. He laid off of it here.
The 1-2 pitch. Roberts battles, fouls off another one.
Well, you know the pitcher wants to get this strikeout right here, but the last thing he wants to do when he's ahead in the count is make a mistake. And the more balls he keeps fouling off in tough situations, the more chance of a mistake coming. Pitcher has to keep his focus right here.
And it's James Loney in the box now. He popped out his last time. And the first pitch. Just missed with the fastball, 1-0.
Well, this is what you need to do. You need to put up some zeros right now. Get some out and get your fielders back in the dugout to swing the bat and try to make up this deficit.
And he looks at a fastball in there, 1-1. One on the way. He sends this one in the air towards center. And in there, he's 2 for 3 today.
Well, with one out here and a guy on first base, the last thing you want to do is hit into a double play. Let's see if he can stay away from that.
And Folds batting. He doubled and scored in his last trip to the plate. On the way. Slowly down the third baseline and foul. He delivers. Popped him up. And it's going to be Middlebrooks. There's one. Over to first. He is safe. Almost a double play. Not quite enough time. And it's Molina at the plate. And an RBI single his last time to the plate. And that misses for a ball.
Well, I'm going to try to get the third out of this inning right here. Just get it out however you can and feel like it's at least a moral victory in this game.
A little too much action there, and it's 2-1.
Oh, it's a good pitch with a cut fastball. When you're throwing this pitch, you want to start it on the corner, run it off the plate, trying to get the hitter to chase. Good piece of hitting to lay off of it.
Pedroia throws on to first in time to retire the side. No runs at a base hit. They leave one man on at first. Tampa Bay 6, Boston nothing. And if you're just joining in, Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Krunk bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. And here's Johnny Gomes. He'll get things started off as we go to the 6th. Called strike. Hellickson's got him 0-1. Well, when you're putting together a pitching performance like we've seen here today, you've got to utilize all areas around that strike zone. Here's how he's been fooling these hitters.
Well, one of the best ways to see if a pitcher's fooling the hitters, strikes out of the strike zone, and look what he's doing here.
Well, that's the key, Steve. Anytime you can get guys swinging the balls out of the zone, you know you're going to have success. He's been doing that today.
Swing and a miss on the breaker, 1 down.
Well, that's what you want is efficiency. You always want to try to retire a hitter on 3 pitches or less. If you can get it with the strikeout, you'll take that too.
Gomez at the plate. We'll get another shot after hitting into that double play last time up. And starts him out here. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
That's just a great pitch right there. And I mean, that's the hardest pitch for a hitter to try to stay back on. That's why he was out in front of that one.
Hellickson with a pitch. Swung on and missed. Behind now, 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out with a breaking ball. 2 down.
Got him to chase that ball down and away. Good pitch. Not real good execution by the hitter.
In the batter's box, Saltalamacchia. He's batting just 160 against the Rays. First pitch of the AB. That one goes foul. And Hellickson's wide with that one. That'll be a ball. Pulls him that time with the off-speed pitch. 1-2.
Well, the location is not where he wanted it, but because of the break, it got the hitter to be a little tardy on it and swing through it.
One-two pitch coming. Got him. And he has just been magnificent through 6. Still got outs to get, Steve, but he's in this one.
Gary, he's got his great stuff and his great location.
So they can't push across any runs. They've been shut out through the first 6. Still unable to score. Boston still a 0. It's Desmond Jennings to lead off. Here's the delivery. Swings on that first pitch, misses the fastball, 0-1.
You know, typically he comes back with an 0-1 fastball. As a hitter, you've got to sit on that pitch and look to drive it.
Here's the pitch. That strike will run the count 0-2 for Aceves.
Well, if he could throw this cutter down and away like this, he's going to be very effective. That's an outstanding pitch.
Swung on and fouled away. Good cutter there, but it's 1-2 now. Good eye right there, Desmond Jennings. It's an even count.
Gary, he's very susceptible to the changeup with 2 strikes. Let's see if they've done their scouting.
Slider misses, takes the count full.
That's the perfect spot you want to throw that slider. Down and away. Let the hitter think it's going to be on the plate, start his swing, and then have it break off the plate.
The 3-2 pitch. That's in the dirt. He traps it, and he takes that one and misses for ball 4.
I guess if you're going to look at it from the pitcher's perspective, it's better than giving up a home run. But he threw a lot of pitches and expended a lot of energy right there with that walk.
And that brings up Yunel Escobar. Trying to get here, just 1 for 3 thus far. And here's the first one. Here's one that's in there, called strike. He delivers. This is a swing hit in the air. Gomes to field this one. That's one away. And we're going to see Zobrist here. He flew out his last time up. Jennings a runner at first. The pitch. That one swung on, hit in the air to deep right center field. 2 away. And he'll have to hold at first.
Well, this is why you swing the outfielders around to right field. That's where his strength is. That's where he hits it. That's where he did hit it. It's an out.
There's one on, and here's Evan Longoria. Had a home run back in the 4th inning. Here's the first pitch. Can't get him to chase it. That's low, ball 1.
Well, you got 2 outs here with a man on first base, so I think a legitimate chance to get out of this inning without being scored upon, and at least maybe get that offense back in there, see if they can't score some runs.
Swing and a bouncing ball up the middle, and Pedroia picks it up, throws to first in time. That's 3 down. So they can't push any across here in this half of the inning. And the Red Sox coming up next. It's Jacoby Ellsbury to lead us off.
Jacoby Ellsbury.
And he'll start him out. Called strike. Hellickson's got him on 1.
What an extraordinary effort out of the mound today. I mean, we're deep into this ball game. They've only been able to generate 1 hit against him. His stuff has been phenomenal, and his execution even better.
Pitch on the way. And it's 0-2. Ellsbury cut it down for Tech.
But one of the more difficult pitches to hit in all of baseball is that backdoor breaking ball. When you see a breaking ball leave a pitcher's hand, you're expecting it to break down and in towards you. But this one stayed out on the outside part of the plate. And what a great pitch and a pretty feeble swing.
It's hit foul by Ellsbury. Ellsbury fouls off another. Rings him up. You can almost taste the adrenaline right now, Steve. You can just tell he's getting stronger as he goes along.
He got so much confidence, just knocking the bats out of the batter's hands. Here's a better look at that sinker.
And it's Shane Victorino now. Well, when you put a game together like we've seen here from this pitcher, it only comes with throwing a lot of quality strikes. Here's how he's getting it done.
Just a very solid approach against this lineup. Keeping the ball down in the strike zone, and the numbers show he's doing it well.
Well, that's what you have to do to be successful. Keep the ball down in the zone, pitch after pitch. Try to get the hitters to hit the top of the ball.
Victorino, he'll foul it away. Hellickson sends the 0-1 delivery. And with 2 strikes on him, Shane Victorino not want a K here.
The hitter now needs to protect the plate. Think about going right back up the middle.
And Molina spotting the pitch. And he watches ball 1. Hellickson with the pitch. Strike 3. And now there are 2 men down here in the 7th inning, and the shutout in place.
And he just keeps on rolling. He just overpowers him with a fastball up and away right there. He didn't even think about swinging.
And it's Pedroia batting. Starts him out here. Watches that one up there, called strike 1.
Even with the late movement on the cut fastball, you don't want to throw it up in the zone because a hitter can fight it off and muscle it over the infielders.
Low pitch from Hellickson for a ball.
With this curveball down and away, now let's see if the pitcher tries to go back inside with the fastball and lock him up.
Ooh, he pulls the string with a circle change, 1 and 2.
Well, he just couldn't wait for that changeup to get in the strike zone. You can't try to chase it. You have to let it come to you.
The 1-2 on its way. Swung on, hit in the air to right center. And it's going to be Joyce. And there's the 3rd out.
Now, Gary, he's in absolute control out there right now. And I have to suspect they're going to leave him in as long as he can go, as long as the pitch count doesn't get too high.
So the shutout's still in progress here at Tropicana Field. And if you're just tuning in, hi, Gary Thorne along with John Crutch, Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. Joyce up now. And he takes one in there, 0-1. Taps this one foul to the right. Here's the pitch. Missed there, 1 and 2. Swing, and that's going to be hit behind the plate. One-two pitch coming. And he swings and hits this one foul. Change up in there, punches him out. Number 1.
This pitcher has tremendous deception with his delivery. It looks like a fastball, but comes out of his hand about 10 miles per hour slower. Great pitch.
1 out, and Ryan Roberts is at the plate. And gets set for the first pitch. Ball 1.
Nobody on base right now with 1 out. That's what you need. You need outs and maybe a break from base runners for a little bit here. How about a quick inning to get back in and score some runs?
Here's the 1-0. Foul straight back. Good downward action there, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. And Ryan Roberts watches that one go by, and that will even up the count.
Well, that's where you look for a changeup from the pitcher away in the strike zone. If they look for it and get it, they can really shoot that thing the other way and do some damage.
Tough pitch to lay off that time. Full count, 3-2.
When you throw a two-seam fastball, you want a ground ball, which means you want to throw it to the bottom of the zone. This pitch up could come back to cost him later in the game.
And on a full count, that's going to be a call, ball 4, putting him on.
That's good plate discipline by the hitter right there. Wait the pitcher out, force him to throw it over.
That brings up James Loney. Two for 3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat now. And this misses 1-0.
The question, offensively, I think you even have to wonder whether they can come back this late in the game, but their only chance is to shut them out in this inning and try to get that offense going.
Swing and a miss. Loney, no contact. That'll even it up.
Well, his timing is just off right now. He swung way late on that cutter.
Here it comes. Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's 2-1. That misses. 3 balls and a strike.
Well, he tried to change up right there, but it just stayed down and off the plate.
And on that one, he'll up his on-base percentage. That's ball 4.
Patience really paid off there, and it can pay big dividends now if somebody come up with a big hit.
Probably thinking about the matchups here as we check the bullpen. Left-handers throwing.
Oh, that's right. I think they're getting him loosened up to face the hitter in the on-deck circle.
And Folds batting. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Runners on first and second with 1 out. Fastball misses away. 1-0.
Well, they need somebody to get out of an inning without giving up runs. And, got a shot right here to do it, but you're going to need a double play ball. And I tell you what, if they don't get out of this inning, I don't think they can come back, Gary.
Plays off again. 2-0.
We have to remember these middle relievers, they're not used to coming in and throwing over 45 pitches, but that's where he's at right now. You might see his control run away from him a little bit right here.
Curveball. Ooh, where did that miss? 3-0.
They went with the big curveball off the plate, trying to get him to reach for it, but he lays off.
Cut fastball, taking all the way. 3-1.
One of the many unwritten rules in baseball is you don't swing on a 3-0 count when you've got a big lead.
And that misses. Ball 4. He has loaded him up.
Good discipline by the hitter to lay off the high pitch and take his base.
And it's Molina at the plate. Drove in a run earlier in the game. First pitch on the way. That's inside for a ball, 1-0.
We're going with the cut fastball in the inside corner here. He tries to bust him in on the hands, but the ball runs back, just misses the corner.
The 1-0 pitch. Ball 2. It's fouled away. On the way. Good movement there, but it's 3-1.
No, he didn't chase that one. That pitch down and away. Good movement on the cut fastball. He just laid off of it. It's a pitch with 2 strikes. You better be swinging at it.
That swung on, line towards the gap in left center. And it's through. Molina, RBI. Now 2 runs are in. So that's going to bring in 2.
Avoid these big innings. They can't give up any more runs right here. This game can get away from it. Now they're showing no mercy at all. They're just not letting up. Put the pedal to the metal, and they keep on going.
0 for 3 to this point. Here we go with the first pitch. Smash towards the middle. And that one to fall in, and the one will score.
You get an inning like this as a defense, you're looking for ways to just get out.
Escobar looks to knock in a run. Jennings a runner at first. Molina on second. Swung on and missed. 0-1. The pitch. That's a strike, and it's 0-2. Time for Escobar to protect that strike zone.
He's painting the black away with that fastball, Gary, hitting the spots and with great velocity.
There's a swing. It's popped up. Gomez is there. And Pedroia pulls it in. That's 2 gone. And we're going to see Zobrist here. Had a couple of hits, 4 trips to the plate. Here's the first pitch. In there for a strike.
This is where you want to go with the breaking ball, to the outside corner. Paint the black. Get the call. The hitter gave up on it. He got the pitch he wanted.
Here's the delivery. And he leaves that one alone. Ben Zobrist, patience, and that'll even up the count.
Well, you watch how the hitter reacted to that. He had thoughts about chasing that pitch, but at the last second decided to lay off of it.
There's a swing, a high bouncer towards the hole. Picked up by Drew. And he is safe at first. He's on board.
Well, you'll take it anytime, anywhere. 2 outs on board. He comes through with his 3rd hit of the game. He's been special to watch today.
So with 2 outs in the inning, here's Evan Longoria. He's already homered twice in this one.
Well, he's so good at the plate. I mean, he's hitting home runs, driving in runs. They have to figure out a way how to shut this guy down.
First pitch on the way. It's hit foul by Longoria. And good eye by Longoria as he lays off that one, and the count's going to be even. Comes set, now the 1-1. Here's a swing and a ground ball. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. They pick up 3 runs on 3 base hits, but wind up with the sacks full. Tampa Bay continues their onslaught in this game. For those of you just joining in, I'm Gary Thorne along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. And it's David Ortiz at the plate. Ball! He's going to get us started, 8th inning. Here's the sinker that winds up in good old Mother Earth. Hit in the dirt. And Escobar picks it up. 1 away.
A masterful performance out there today. They've not been able to get any sort of offense going. And I'll tell you what, he's going to make people notice this is an outstanding effort.
Middlebrooks in the batter's box. Last time up, flew out. Hellickson with a pitch. A swing and a foul off to the right side. And strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Will Middlebrooks now will be careful on the next couple.
Well, this offense just not able to mount anything today. The pitching has just shut them down, kept them off balance all day long. And not many quality at bats here in this one. Only 1 hit.
Swings and grounds this one to the right side. Fouled. He really tied him up and made him look bad on that one. And with that strikeout, he's just 4 outs away from a complete game shutout.
He's so locked in. He's in the zone right now. I think he can handle it. Let's see the pitch of the K-Cam. It was a 12-6 curve.
And a chance here with 2 down for Stephen Drew. 0 for 2 thus far. Here's the first pitch. Cut on and missed as he was loading up. 0-1.
Well, that's just one of those the pitcher says, here it comes, try to hit it. Fastball hitter, he wanted that pitch. He just didn't quite come up with the swing.
Looks at one that's in there. 0-2.
Well, like a lot of hitters with 2 strikes, he's been very susceptible to the breaking ball. Let's see if he gets it.
Good circle change that time, but it's called a ball. 1-2.
Well, that pitch right there, that change up away, if a guy's looking for it, that's a great pitch to be able to hit the other way with some power.
Got him. Then the side is retired, and he'll head back to the dugout knowing 3 outs, and he's got himself a shutout.
He's got it. I think the way he's pitching, I think he's going to go all the way.
So they still can't buy a run. They've been held scoreless through 8. Rays still leading. Matt Joyce to lead it off. First pitch, a fastball. That's in there for a strike.
Good pitchers change the hitter eye level. You go down low, then you run the fastball up high. A lot of times they just look at it go by.
Matt Joyce not fooled. He'll take it for a ball and even up the count. Started to go around, but a called strike. 1-2. Can't fool him with a circle change, and it's even at 2. And Matt Joyce is struck out. Big swing and a miss.
You can hang laundry on that one. 94 miles per hour. Pretty good velocity, but that's pretty straight. You've got to have better plate discipline than that. With 2 strikes, you need to be defensive and try to make contact. But when you get a fastball, you need to read whether it's a strike or not.
1 out, and Ryan Roberts is at the plate. His 4th time around, he's gone 1 for 3 off Greg Breslow. Here's a swing and a line drive. And Drew's able to get to that one. And James Loney up. Last time he walked and then came around to score. And that's by him. 0-1.
Well, they need a shutout inning right here to get back in there and score some runs. At least looking like they got a chance to get through it without giving up some runs.
Loney, foul ball. Here's a swing and a ground ball. And he'll step on first to retire the side. No scoring here, ending this half inning. Rays 9, Boston nothing. Gomes at the plate. He's going to start the 9th inning.
Johnny Gomes.
And the first pitch. Called strike. Hellickson's got him 0-1.
Well, Gary, the circle change is really his bread and butter pitch. And that change of velocity where he'll throw the fastball at one speed and really take something off with the circle change.
Called strike, and it's quickly 0-2.
Well, Gary, you know, talking about this guy's circle change, I mean, one of the reasons why it's so good is that his arm speed is the same, whether he throws a fastball or this changeup. And it's the grip that really changes the speed.
That one fouled off by Gomes. Wastes one there, 1-2.
Well, a lot of guys would swing at that pitch right there, that changeup down in the strike zone, but the hitter luckily stayed off that one.
Hellickson with a pitch. Shot towards the hole. No problem with that one. And you get this close, 2 outs away from having a complete game shutout.
Now, Gary, it always helps to have solid defensive play backing you up when you're trying to put the finishing touches on a game like this.
Gomez at the plate. He struck out swinging in his last at bat. Here's the first one. Takes a call, strike one.
Now that he's gotten a four-seamer down and in, look for him to go outside now.
And Hellickson's wide with that one. That'll be a ball. Can't connect there. Ball and 2 strikes.
Credit the catcher on that one. That's a good low target setting up, and he hit the target. Good execution.
One-two pitch coming. Holds off that time, and it's 2-2.
Well, he likes to swing 2-2. He gets that defensive 2-strike approach. He's going to try to put it in play. Let's see if he can make a pitcher's pitch.
Ground ball Gomez. Picked up by Zobrist. And Gomez is retired. You're that close, but you got to get one more out.
Well, he's been great, but his defense is really coming through behind him. Everyone on the team excited to be part of a potential shutout.
In the batter's box, Santalamacchia 0 for 2 thus far. And he starts him out. Hellickson's pitch swung on and missed. 0-1.
Well, he's going to have to step out of the box and relace his shoes and tie him tighter. Swing out of his shoes on that sinker.
Just 2 strikes. That's all he needs.
Swing and a miss. He's in the hole. 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and the ball game is over, and he does it. What a performance. He has pitched the shutout. Those are not easily come by.
I'll tell you, what an effort from the big guy. For a while, I thought he was going to run out of gas, but he just kept on battling. I admire his drive and determination. Well, they won a great one here today, Gary, and it's all because of the pitching. Outstanding pitching, really leading them to victory.
I'd like now to take a look at our player of the game. Let's make a pick. Great game today from Evan Longoria.
Well, the reason why you put a guy in the cleanup spot in the line is because he's the clutch guy. He's the guy you want up in those big situations. And that's how this game was decided today. He came up and he didn't disappoint, coming up with the big clutch hits to help his team win.
And we got to see a terrific performance out of their starter, and he was able to ride that one on to victory.
Well, an outstanding effort. He had everything working today, the good stuff and location to shut down the opponent.
And until next time, this is Gary Thorne, along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. We'll catch you at the yard.